make happen, but I'm gonna make this shit happen. Jake the Brick gave you a shout out. Let's go, dude. What's up, Gouda? Is M Plus Beta out? No. Hopefully it's out this week. They're covered up right now, big dog. What did I do? You gave me a shout out the other day, 3 days ago. No? Wait, what's it on? Oh. Oh. That is funny. What's up, Penguin? How goes it? What's up, team? How was our weekend? What did we get up to on the weekend? I'm actually thinking, like, I don't know yet. Don't quote me, okay? Now I've got all this free time, I could just stream evenings. But the problem with that is when I inevitably get snapped up again, because, you know, I'm, you know, a little bit of a catch, so it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. No, it's not even just because of that. It's like I do enjoy having my evenings free, but like the evenings are also the best time to stream. But like, let's say, don't worry, I'm not thinking actually this way or even close to be ready to be dating at any point. Or like if I just start hanging out with my mates more, then I've built a stream around a time that I don't necessarily want to commit to long term, you know? But then like it also works because I could do my coaching, my online fitness coaching in the mornings. I don't know. What did I used to do? 3 till 7? I'm not sure. Difficult. You're a fitness influencer now, yep. Yeah, full sending the fitness influencer arc. That's what my main focus is going to be, I think. Until like this starts really picking up, I guess. Because it's still pretty quiet at the moment in terms of WoW. Don't think people really care about the beta yet. Maybe this week if Mythic Plus comes out. Where do you post your workouts? I recorded 2 this weekend that I'll be posting. They're going to be on my Instagram, which is just there. If you guys drop that a follow, that would be much appreciated. And yeah, so Instagram and TikTok. My prop palette arc. Prop palette's easy, bro. Just Avengers Shield. Or was that Samuel? Did I miss anyone? I'm not sure. Is it still light out? It's light, but within half an hour it's going to be dark. Just try shit. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I do just want to focus on myself. Like, I'm not interested in dating or, like, whatever. So, like, for the next 6 months, I'm going to be, like, I'm going to have time in the evenings where I could just, I guess I could just stream longer. I don't know. Let me see. Am I going to have to tell you off and shout at you? Alice with the Prime, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's a solid cheat day. Let me see what this shit is. God, I'm so thirsty. I had a Domino's pizza last night. I know, bad influence. But I feel like because they're so... What, is it the oil or is it the salt? I don't know. But I am so fucking thirsty. It's a joke. Any idea about your main at midnight? Nah. Way too early for that shit. No, I don't. I like... Feral's been my favorite so far on beta. But I wouldn't main Feral, I don't think. Survival Hunter, I feel like has the potential to be fun. What is the total? It doesn't actually say what the total is on here. Oh, yeah, it does. Have you heard about SD Kid? Isn't he popping? Why? I feel like I recognize that, but I don't know why. Get married to Mythic Plus. It's the Dominoes, yeah. Not sure if YouTube is worth looking at, but I'm excited to watch some gameplay with no add-ons. What class are you planning on starting? What, today? I think I'll continue with Rogue. And then, I mean, you guys are welcome to suggest what specs and classes you want to see me play and test. For sure. Feral mains are always such fucking weirdos. At Jake the Brit. At Jake the Brit. Is that good? Is that good, chap? Is that good? What's up, Dan? Ketty, hello, hello. My man. Is that what I am? Oh, no. Okay, never mind. It's a good run. 07s. Right. Let's log in, shall we? So, we got round to... We did sub. Let's go to Outlaw now. We'll start with Outlaw, because quite a bit has changed for Outlaw, and I don't know exactly how it works. Here, Warlock. Oh, yeah, I do want to check out Warlock. And Red is here, so we do have full permission. Yeah, we could definitely do Warlock after that, for sure. How is sub? Let's see what notes we've got. Flag is gone, thank the heavens. Feel like the pruning, they could have baked Backstab into Shadow Strike. They're still separate. I feel like they could just modify it, right? Like if you're in stealth, it's Shadow Strike. I don't know. God, I'm so thirsty. Shadow Dance and Sec-Tech are on fixed cooldowns now, so they don't get reduced with combo point spending, which I don't like. I really enjoyed the gameplay of sub, of like weaving back into the Shadow Dance windows. I don't necessarily mind it so much for Sec-Tech, because sometimes it felt awkward with Sec-Tech to get 2 Sec-Techs into one Shadow Dance window. But I don't like the fact that Shadow Dance is on a fixed cooldown. Enjoyed speeding back at dance, firing 2 Sec-Techs. However, yeah, so Sec-Tech feels less punishing now, which is nice. Dance duration is extended by haste, and sub now scales with haste in other talents as well. Dance Macabre is slightly reworked, so it now no longer increases the damage of your finishers or whatever it was before. It just does extra damage. It's basically Flag, but in Dance Macabre now. Shuriken Tornado is now a passive, so that's nice. I feel like Shuriken Tornado, it was fun, but I feel like it made the opener super clunky. For some reason, Thistletea is still a rogue ability. I don't know why that's still here. That should have been gone. Well, it's lucky it's still bloody early then, isn't it, Ketty? You don't need to pick now. But, so, Outlaw. Ghostly Strike's gone. Roll the Bones, I still don't understand the new Roll the Bones. I don't get this. Instead of it being completely random now, it's meant to be like a level up system, but it doesn't really work like that. I want to try... Yeah, Devourer is really fun. Obviously, it's new, so it's probably going to naturally be more fun anyway. Okay, I think... Wait, so Drunken Tornado in Ardenweald, Wing of Dost, Giga, yeah. Sub just reminds me of Shadowlands because I just used to watch so much JPC. Right, so 1 to 4 busts instead of 1 to 6 makes it less RNG, I suppose, less variance. Complete tangent, I'm sure you give it reading talents on Aptly. Okay, interesting. Right, so let's read the outlaw talents then. So opportunity just makes it cost less energy and deal more damage. Movement speed increased, stamina increased. Interesting. Reduce the cooldown of blind by 25% and increases its range. What a boring talent. After spending 15 combo points, if you spend no combo points for 4 seconds, abilities affected by Restless Blaze will cool down 200% faster. So that's just like if you got downtime on a boss. So you're not really going to take that in Mythic Plus, I don't think. Wait, so what's the range on these? 30 yards instead of 20. Blade Flurry's initial damage increased and generates 1 combo point, but its energy cost is increased by 30. Okay. Your offhand attacks and pistol shots have a 20% chance to generate energy. Opportunity increases the damage of pistol shot. Each charge of opportunity consumed by pistol shot generates 1 combo point. Each charge. But it doesn't say that pistol shot consumes all charges anywhere. Bum, 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 bum. Deal 20% increased damage. They also generate 5 energy when they grant you opportunity. Burst increase. Crit strike is massively buffed. Roll the bones has 20% chance of granting more powerful results. So loaded dice is the same. Damage to non-primary targets is increased by 100%. Using pistol shot with opportunity has a 40% chance to make your next ambush usable without stealth. Chance to trigger this effect matches the chance of sinister strike. Oh, okay. Right, I see. Wait, so... Oh, okay. So it's like a 40% chance. Okay, right. Fan the hammer. Oh, okay, right. We'll get to that then. Generate full combo points when you use an Adrenaline Rush. Between the eyes has a 5% chance per combo point spent to grant 4 combo points and reset its own cooldown. So, baked crack shot into ace up your sleeve. Okay, Grand Melee is no longer a buff, and it's now this. So, Blade Flurry causes your attacks to hit nearby enemies for an additional 8% of their normal damage. Your auto attack critical strikes increase the damage and critical strike chance of your next between the eyes. You can either buff up your Adrenaline Rush duration or increase the damage your combo point generating abilities and finish. So you'd always take that, surely. Your chance for Sinister Strike to strike twice and grant opportunity is increased. This patch deals 20% increased damage and costs 6 less energy. This damage bonus is increased by 50% while your damage is enhanced by between the eyes. Dragonbone Dice. Bonuses to chance for Sinister Strike to strike. Bonuses to chance for Sinister Strike to strike twice are 5% greater. Bonuses to Sinister Strike and Ambush damage are 5% greater. Cooldown reduction is 10% greater. Jackpots bonus. Oh, is that when you roll max, I guess? I don't know. When you gain opportunity, gain 2 additional charges, max 6 charges. Pistol shot consumes 2 additional charges of opportunity to fire 2 additional bullets. They do less damage. Ambush has a 20% chance to grant opportunity. Did I say 20%? My brain is not working. Holy fuck. The chance to trigger this effect is 80% chance of the Sinister Strike to grant it. It is a Monday. Yeah. Right, Fate. Let's do Fate Bound. Flipping a you have 30% chance to absorb 10% of any damage taken. Holy. That's the same. Crit strike increased. Cause it to land on its edge, counting as both heads and tails. Blade Flurry causes an additional 8% of attack damage dealt to be dealt to nearby enemies. This patch has a 4% chance to flip 3 Fate-bound coins. Sinister Strike has a 5% increased chance to strike an additional time. That sounds kind of cool. Every 7 coin flips, you keep a lucky coin that bends towards your fate. Your age increase, damage and bonuses of Fate-bound coins are increased by 50%, and coin flips are 15% more likely to match the same face as the last flip. Coin flips do not count towards finding a lucky coin while you have a lucky coin. Okay. Okay, let's do that then, for now. I feel like this actually feels quite similar. What did you say? It feels like Retail Outlaw a bit with less variance in APM. Yeah. I think that's fair to say. Right, so... Banish Crackshot's interactions gone. Gone. Equals good. Enjoyed the gameplay, but not all rogue specs should revolve around stealth. Underhanded upper hand gone. So way less adrenaline rush uptime. What did underhanded upper hand do? Wasn't that the one where it was like Blade Flurry duration isn't reduced while adrenaline rush is active or something? I don't know. Paused AR duration if BF was up. Wasn't there one that kept BF up as well? And Blade Flurry uptime. Kinda feels bad for setting up for a pull. Used to BF AR stealth. Used to BF AR stealth, then be able to go straight into AoE rotation on pull. Makes for better gameplay though, because losing AR before was so punishing. Blade Flurry does not lose duration while adrenaline rushes up. Adrenaline rush does not lose duration. Yeah, that was it. Because that's what like you would go like Blade Flurry, adrenaline rush, stealth, and then you could roll the bones. Whereas now, I feel like you roll the bones before, then you have to Blade Flurry, then you. Oh, a little bit of lag there. What is this lag? So what is that? That's one bar. What's that? That's 2 buffs. I want to get some big buffs, man. So that's double trouble. Maybe I should make a list of all the buffs. Right, it's between the eyes. There's killing spree. Ooh. Holy. Then I could keep it rolling off of this. Wait. I want to take a screenshot of that. So that's my 4 buff, right? Wait, so let's do that. I vibe with this, to be fair. It's a lot more chill. Yeah, it definitely feels better. So I think I already definitely feels better, much nicer pace than the ADHD cesspit it used to be, much more sustain. And less punishing. Rather Bones reworked, only 4 tiers now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, what's up, Muffin? Extra CP and Dam from SS and Ambush. Restless Blades. Oh shit, wait, no, that's the second one. Has a 25% more opportunity procs. If Sinister strikes twice, does it always generate opportunity? Thank you very much for the tier 1 muffin. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why that is. There we go. Should work now. Holy, just in time. Holy shit, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Muffin. I appreciate you. I've missed your face. Thank you very much. W Muffin, Wuffin. Let's go, dude. Restless Blade CD reduction increased. Oh, and then crit strike increased. I think it just doubles the chance to get opportunity. Sinister strike. Thank you again, Muffin. Appreciate that a lot, my friend. I'm going to do Warlock next, I think. I do believe. What's up, Cursing Saint? Okay, I think there's not too much else to report on for Outlaw. One of a kind. I feel like only 4 tiers now. Seems less RNG and more balance. I was just doing some lock testing. Affin, especially Demo, felt so okay. Yeah, I feel like Destro's kind of been pruned too much, but I haven't tested it yet. But that's the vibe that I get. Start with Destro. Uh-oh. Right, let's go Asa. Oh, God. Oh, God. What? How am I still in combat? I'm in stealth, my dude. I'll like this, you reckon? Yeah, I feel like I'll appreciate it more. I don't know if I will like it, but we will see. Right. So... Okay, so not much has changed in the rogue tree at all. Let's go Deathstalker. So Garrote applies it, so it's no longer ambush. DS Garrote applies mark instead of ambush. That's nice because it always used to feel weird opening with ambush when you wanted to open and spread Garrotes, right? Okay, let's activate this then. So Planetized damage increased. Hunt them down the same. Singular focus the same. Critical strike damage bonus increased by 20%. That's pretty big. Deathstalker's Mark has a 30% chance to immediately consume a stack when applied. That's cool. Deathstalker's Mark deals 50% of its normal damage to all other enemies that are affected by Rapture. Oh. The damage of your next ambush is increased. What's this down here? Rupture damage increased. When you consume the final Deathstalker's Mark from a target, or your target dies, gain 30 energy and Dark Knight, causing your next Envenom to deal extra damage. Apply 3 stacks of Deathstalker's Mark. Envenom cast with Darkest Night does not consume a stack of active Deathstalker's Mark. Kingsbane additionally increases the damage of your next 2 Envenoms. Okay, let's run with that then. Destro pruned? Like how? Do you just can't... well, I feel like it's... I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to test it next. Right, so let's have a look at this tree then. So, Deadly Poison, we know. Extra energy. Extra application of poisons, extra energy. Crimson Tempest, 60 energy / all enemies within 10 yards, dealing damage. Copy the longest Garrote and Rupture on the enemies you hit on up to 2 other enemies. That's nice. That's very nice. Because now you no longer have to tab target. That's huge. Crit chance or internal bleeding. Improved Garrote. Garrote deals 50% increased damage and has no cooldown when used from stealth. And for 6 seconds after breaking stealth. So there's like a little subterfuge baked in there. These are the same. These are the same. Garrote lasts 6 seconds longer. Caustic Spatter. Envenom or Kingsbane apply Caustic Spatter. So that used to be Mutilate. So now your Envenom is doing it, but also Kingsbane. So that might make for a nicer cooldown window. Okay, okay. Cover Death Mark, dealing bleed damage, restoring 80 energy to you over 16 seconds. That's new. That could be nice for single target. Damage dealt to the target. Okay, so it doesn't duplicate the bleeds anymore. It just increases their damage. That makes sense, I guess. Each time you apply lethal poison to the target, apply it twice. Extra damage. 1 more combo point. Garrotes from stealth. Silence the target. Okay, that's still there. That's nice. %% chance to strike a nearby enemy for physical damage and apply the same weapon poison to them. Okay. Poison Bomb, we've got. I love Poison Bomb. Each strike has a 21% chance to poison the enemy, dealing damage and applying amplifying poison, and Venom can consume the stack. I don't really like amplifying poison. I wouldn't have minded that going. You gain 3 energy each time you grow or rupture deal bleed damage to a target affected by your weapon poisons. Energy gain is reduced for bleeds beyond the first. If an enemy dies while affected by your rupture, you gain... Okay, yeah, that's the same. Blindside is the same. Release a powerful poison from your weapons. Each time you apply... Yeah, okay, so Kingsbane is the same. That's a 1-minute cooldown. Rupture dam increased. Each enemy... Yeah, so that's extra agi. That's the same. Finishing moves have a 3% chance per combo point to increase your chance to critically strike. Applying Envenom while Envenom is already active causes it to increase the damage you deal by 5%. Applying Envenom while Envenom is already active restores 1 combo point. Huh. I cut my eggs so it isn't a oh, listen, I wasn't judging the pancake. I respect the pancake. I haven't had my eggs today. When Kingsbane ends, gain 2% haste for every 5 stacks of Kingsbane damage that you had. Oh, I feel like that's new. Okay, we've got some execute there. Envenom's effect also increases the critical strike chance of your weapon poisons, and they generate energy. Extra poisons, and then sudden demise is the same as well. Wait, so less re-stealth required because Garrote applies Mark. Yeah. Crimson Tempest dot spread and Builder instead. Oh shit. Okay, right. So let me make notes on this as well. So Crimson Tempest reworked. Now a builder that spreads Garrote and ruptures. Lovely change. Don't have to tab target Garrotes and ruptures, and 1 less maintenance dot. Yeah, big fan of that. Shiv is now just utility. Is now just utility. Don't have rotation isn't as punishing with squeezing Shivs in at the exact right moment. Indiscriminate carnage is gone. Master Assassin gone, so don't need to Shiv chain and vanish during Kingsbane. Master Assassin also gone, so don't need to stealth during damage amps. Less emphasis on stealth equals good. That should be saved for sub. Right on. You look even more handsome with the beard. Do I have a beard? Thank you. I feel like my beard looks the same, no? Isn't there a massive nerf? Isn't that a massive nerf to the wounds talent? Wounds. What are we saying about wounds? Nothing will save your target from you. Envenom damage increased. When your envenom bonus expires, gain 20% increased regeneration. Holy. Extra ST energy regen seems to be a big part of the new tree, and I'm here for it. Venomous wounds. I don't know. I don't know what the numbers were before. Was it 7 before? Maybe? I don't freaking know. After striking with Kingsbane, rapidly strike that target 5 times. Each strike applies lethal poisons on your weapon and generates a combo point. Oh. Okay, so that makes Kingsbane burstier as well. Right. Let's give it a whirl then, shall we? Wait, so this Crimson Tempest is actually huge. Wait. So Shift D to... Okay, nice. The Shiv is just utility. You don't need any of this shit for now. Let's get rid of it all. I can go F, E. That goes 3. Oh, sorry. Hello, Ashley Brown. You got caught amongst Nightbot, and I just assumed that you were a bot, buddy. My bad. Right, so deadly poison, amplifying poison, crippling poison, and that. Right, Kingsbane. I think that was 5, maybe? Is that everything? What about Slice and Dice? Is that baked into my tree somewhere? Slice. Wait, so do I actually have to use Slice and Dice now? Huh. Okay, Crimson Shift. Oh, okay, nice. It's also got the buff Garrote on here. Let's put that on 5. Do I? No. F. How was your weekend, Ashley? Yeah, up to anything fun? That can go there. That can go there. Huh. Cheers. You basically pick Prime Mob, normal opener, spread dots, batter Prime Mob with Envenoms, yeah. Wait, I don't even need to... I mean, I guess I can do that, can't I? Wait, that is actually huge. Wait, so that takes a little bit to get used to, but that actually feels super nice. Okay, so keep main dots up on Priomob and spread with Crimson Tempest. Need to reapply to main target though. No tab targeting, waste of energy. Okay, understood, comprende. You're gonna Crimson Tempest thread anyway. Yeah, nothing fun really, mate. Box down, a bit of work, lots of CS. Wait, what rank are you in CS now then? Wait, so I did get Slice and Dice. Not sure how that happened, but we did get that. How was your weekend? Yeah, it was good. It was fun. I went out for a few drinks on Friday with one of my mates and then saw a load of my other mates out, so that was good fun. Giga Court. Giga Court. And then on Saturday, I went and watched the boxing with some of my other mates, and that was good fun. Yeah, it was an interesting weekend. And then what did I do yesterday? I didn't really do much yesterday. I barely fucking slept. Oh my god, it's Tom Elvis. Real Tom Elvis? Yeah, I barely slept over the weekend, so I slept in real fucking good this morning. Oh, what's the Apex? Oh, yeah. Okay, so... we do... Okay, so I need to reapply that. I need to keep up Cortex Battle with the Envenoms. Okay, this feels a lot better. I'm fucking this up monumentally. Holy, feels so much better. Hated having to keep an eye on all mobs with their individual dots. This instead makes dots feel more synced, and you only really have to worry about main target. Yeah. Not a dots or spinning plates fan personally, so that's a huge improvement in gameplay for me. Is that it? I think that's it for Rogue, isn't it? That definitely feels a lot better though. So, Crimson Tempest copies the longest Garrote and Rupture on the enemies you hit on up to 2, so it spreads 2 at a time. Then we spread. Why can't... The fuck? Thank you, okay. Reapply that. Spread these. Yeah, okay, that is a lot easier. Read the Apex. Yeah, did I make notes about the Apex? Extra single target, yeah. After striking, yeah, that sounds fucking huge as well. Lots from Apex talent and hugely beefs up Kingsbane. Okay, I think that's Rogue done. Let's go Warlock, shall we? It will help with energy regen when you're pulling. You'll pull much faster, so less downtime. Yeah. Yeah, nameplates are pretty rough. Is there... I need to look into... I think I need to remake my UI, don't I? Chat, my water is out in the kitchen, so I'm going to go grab that and also have a wee, and then we'll crack on with Warlock. BRB. There. What's up, Awoo? How's it going, Chief? Wait, did I turn them? No. Huh. Right, we're back. It was a salute to Awoo. Hey, mate, delete that feral. Why, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm going to outclass you. I would be too. Don't forget it's raid testing this week. You need to take that into account for streams. Since smaller raid, I'll probably just stream it, to be honest. I sent you a disc message whenever... Oh, I'll check. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll check. I don't really check my requests ever, so I'll have a look. Feral requires skill. Oh, I've got to wait to 50 energy to buy. Oh, it's such a hard spec. Oh no. I got to press Tiger's Fury before I press Rake. Oh no. What a hard spec. Oh, good one, buddy. Wait. Wait, we got a big one here, chat. He's typing a message away. There we go. Feral will feel so weird without snapshot. It still has snapshotting with Tiger's Fury though, right? But yeah, I played it on beta, and I was like trying to press shred on AoE. Are you not? Wait, you're not streaming now, Jake? Right. Wait, so it's Mythic Plus on... It's not till next week. Do we know that? Vesperlock. Vesperlock. There we go. Nobody knows. I don't really know what content to make, or if there is any that I can make yet. I saw Quasi has started shitting out content. Quasi. This is a lot about UI though, isn't it? Oh, he has already done alpha stuff. Holy fuck. Where's all my buttons gone? You know what? I'm not jumping the gun, but I feel like I could be tempted by Warlock in Midnight. But they did say Mythic Plus testing would start next week on the beta. Not sure what day. I'm going to just do a ton and see how it goes. Yeah, I've not been playing much WoW recently at all. I've kind of been getting the classic itch though. I can't lie. Wait. There's tier sets? Where the fuck do I get tier sets from? Oh, wait. No. Requires level 81 or below. There's not tier sets. They said Mythic Plus is week 2 plus 3. Well, what the hell does that mean? He copied from live. What, is that the... Is that the tier set for Frost Mage? Right. Edit mode, best one. Okay. 3 E Shifty. Ritual Summoning's got a new icon. Okay, okay. Be automatic. Right. Warlock tree looks slightly different to me. Okay. Healing done by Drain Life also heals your primary demon. It's whatever. Mortal Coil is the same. Increases the range of Mortal Coil and the amount it heals. Drain Life now channels faster. Drain Life heals for an additional 2%, 100% of the damage dealt and grants you Soul Leech equal to 10% of the damage dealt. So lots more healing. Abyss Walker. That used to be like a conduit, didn't it? Dark Pact, sacrifice 5% of your health to shield you for 800%. Wait, what? That didn't used to be that much. But has the sacrifice been made less as well? Yeah, same here. Yeah, we can get some keys in. Oh, wait. 5% for the same amount of health. Okay. So Shadow Fury... Is that the same? I don't know. Wait, Demonic Gateway is now a talent. Was that always the thing? Increases its radius, reduces the cooldown. Okay. Blight of Weakness. Calls forth a cloud of cloying shadow mist that envelops the target and all enemies within 10 yards, increasing the time between their attacks and reducing their critical strike. Or you can do the same for spellcasting. So curses are now AoE. Ooh. Have a good one, Uwu. Catch you later, my friend. Okay, so not a whole host of changes there. Let's have a look at Diabolus then. Enemies damaged by the Overlord take increased damage. Demonic Art increases the damage of your next spender. That's the same. That's the same. Okay, so tier set's been baked in. You now summon a Diabolic Oculus, and they explode when you consume Demonic Art, dealing extra damage. Now cast Diabolic Gaze at your primary demon's target every 1 second while active. Hopefully that looks sick. Oh, it's a talent on live as well. Okay. Okay. Your Diabolic Oculi observe the battlefield and collect information, increasing your intellect. Kind of boring, but whatever. Summon Infernal becomes empowered, dealing 40% increased damage. When your Infernal ends, it splits into 2. Is that new? We got one more point available. Right, so destruction talents then. So this all looks very similar to me. Rain of Fire. Except Inferno and Kata used to be up here, didn't it? Why are they still trying? Like, why is Grimoire of Sacrifice still a thing? Like, take it out, maybe keep it for AF? I don't know, but just seems pointless. Lots of passive damage here. Summon Infernal, Fire and Brimstone. Flashpoint, Cataclysm. That's still the same. Kata now leaves behind a lake of fire. That sounds pretty cool. Immolate deals 20% increased damage to enemies within the lake of fire. That's pretty cool, I guess. I kind of want to pick that up. Crashing Chaos. Increase the damage of your next 8 Chaos Bolts or 8 Rain of Fires. Reign of Chaos is the same. I want to play with that instead. Increases Chaos Bolt damage by 5%. And Chaos Bolt now has a 25% chance to make your next Incinerate instant. Shadow Burn's still a thing, and there is a hell of a lot of talents that seem to be playing into this. Critical strikes dealt by Chaos Bolt, Conflag, or Incinerate have a 10% chance to make your next cast of Shadow Burn, cost no soul shards, and usable on any target. Okay, I kind of like that. Conflagrate and Shadowburn have a 100% chance to guarantee your next cast of the ability to critically strike. Okay, so lots of scaling with crit here. Increases how quickly Rain of Fire deals damage by 25% and how quickly your Infernal's Immolation damage deals damage. So a bit less ramp. I guess that's kind of cool. Dimensional Rift over here. On a choice node with Soulfire. Interesting. Opening a Chaos Tear or casting Soulfire summons an Overfiend. Oh, that's gross. Why have they removed that from Chaos Bolt? Right. Warlock. Curses. Now AoE. Destro. Overfiends now summoned by Shadowburn. Oh no, by Soulfire. Soulfire or opening a Chaos Rift. Is that right? Yeah. Such a gross change. It was nice getting a speedy Chaos Bolt that auto summoned more Cryodam. Yeah, I don't like Shadowburn. Brim of Sack still here. Shadowburn, in my opinion, could be deleted. Much prefer pressing Chaos Bolt. Have I played Feral? Yeah, Feral's probably one of my favorites so far that I've tested. But also summon more prior damage. Imaha. Instant procs of Incinerate. Always welcome. Arc Raider stream where? Should I get Bailey to whack on his PC would blow up and then the house would probably blow up. Rain of Fire has a 20% chance to reduce the cost of your next Rain of Fire by 100%. Ooh. 3 Roths from Roth. Always sounds good. KZ, appreciate the follow. Only usable on enemies that have less than 20% health. Is that not the same? I don't know. Now with Eradication gone, there's only one charge for Shadowburn on a cooldown and can only use... Oh. Okay. Shadowburn might prefer... Has been made slightly nicer though. One charge with a CD. What does Eradication have to do with anything, Red? I know it applied it, right? Chaos Bolt and Shadowburn applied it, but I don't really know like how that interaction worked. Yeah, Tazy, you'll have a good time on Feral. It's one of the specs that is still similar to, like it has lost a little bit, but I don't know. I enjoyed Feral a lot. Hello, Greeky. Long time no see. Oh, okay, one charge with a CD, only usable under 20% health or with a proc. Yeah, okay, that does sound better. Right, I'm gonna get rid of No, I kind of want Chaotic Inferno. I want to play with Alythus's Aya and also these two. But I don't know how to do that, is the issue. Avoid, yeah, okay, that, yeah. That sounds good. Maybe I could get rid of that. I don't know. I don't freaking know. %2% int node in the tree. Where was, oh, that was up here, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. There's lots of these random, just like passive, boring talents. I'd need to go like that. And that, maybe? I don't know. We'll cook with this. Oh, we cooking right now. We cooking on gas. God, this is going to be so fucking simple. What? Right. Summon demon is what we want to do. This is going to be like so brain dead, isn't it? Where's my rate of fire? Okay, the demonic oculi look pretty cool, I guess. Okay, I got the free rain of fire there. Chaos Bolt. You know what? I actually feel like this feels better. I feel like that feels better. Free Roths from Roth feel good. More shiny buttons equals more goodness. I feel like my Chaos Bolt was still speeding up as well. Is that from in here? Ah. Okay, that's demonic art. I do like that improved Havoc node. Increase the duration of Havoc by 5 seconds. And increases damage Havoc victims are dealt by... Yeah. So... Diabolist. Demonic oculi look sick. Oh, hello. What are you up to, buddy? Actually feel like this feels better than the War Within Destro. Question mark? Destroy. Question mark. Okay, wait, let me play with this improved Havoc then. We'll go like a Chaos Bolt build. Funny that Destro got 12 talents removed and 12 new ones added, it doesn't feel any different. Yeah. This was nice, but it didn't really proc that much. Right, so let's go like this. When are they gonna fix this bloody damage meter. Increases the damage of Chaos Bolt and reduces its cast time, so I need that shit. Need that shit in my life. Hell Cooler. What's new with this? Spending Soul, Blackened Soul gains a stack of chance to collapse, consuming a stat. Okay, right, whatever. After Wither reaches 8 stacks, Wither deals Shadow Flame damage to its host until 1 stack remains. When Blackened Soul deals damage, you have a chance to gain Flashpoint. Malevolence grants extra haste. Periodic damage dealt by Wither has a chance to grant Malevolence. Ooh. Ooh. Hopefully that means you can go back to actually using Havoc as a bind, and Destro has some nice prio cleaving keys. I like Mayhem. I like the RNG from it though. What's up, Nox? Feral. Feral. Yeah, Feral I think is my favorite so far. Asa feels a lot better than it did before, in my opinion. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't tried single target with anything really. Survival seems like it has potential. Did you look at Apex talents? Yeah. Casting Incinerate has a chance to invoke an echo of the Dark Titan's power. Hurl an ember or okay. Casting Chaos Bolt Rain of Fire evokes an echo of the Dark Titan's power at 50 and 60% effectiveness. If no target is found, a random target suffering from an immolate will be selected. Huh. I can't spec into them because I'm not high enough level. So why? Wait. Holy shit, that Chaos Bolt was insanely quick. And that Infernal Bolt was instant cast? Or was that lag? Wait. Is this gonna be... Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Demonic Ritual, so let's... Where's this? Oh shit, wait, so... Free... Instant Incinerate actually synergizes with Infernal Bolt. What the bloody heck is an Apex talent then? You only get it if you're an Apex Predator, mate, so that's why I've got it. They're like the new talents. They're the random ones that just don't look like they actually belong anywhere. And should definitely like all be like under here or something, I don't know. Or even over here, I don't know. Okay. What's up, Matt? I'm doing better, my friend. I'm doing better. Slowly but surely we're getting there. I've like this week I've decided is the week that I'm locking the fuck in. And I'm gonna, basically, all I'm gonna do is work. Roaring Blaze. Oh, fuck. Wait, what? Wait, so Roaring Blaze is now Ignite? Bread's Immolate. Wait, so you don't need Kata anymore? Huh? Yeah, look. It doesn't look like it's got smart targeting though. It did the same extension. Wait, no indicator of this though. Bread's Immolate makes Cataclysm completely pointless? Question mark. Does Kata do good instant damage aside from well, it does probably big damage. Yeah, but and like it does also leave behind Lake of Fire, which increases immolation damage. Makes maybe worth for raw dam and Lake of Fire dam. I don't know. Like, to be fair, I guess Lake of Fire would work really nicely with Wither, wouldn't it? Because no, please always make sure to prioritize yourself and your needs. We like to keep you around, you know. I appreciate the kind words, Matt. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. 2025's been a bit brutal to you, boy. But I'm one of these people that will always turn a negative into a positive. Don't get me wrong, I've been fucking beaten down recently. I've been on my arse. But even then, like I still try and keep positive, and I know that I will be good in the long run. Yeah, but it's just a matter of time. Like I allowed myself to kind of like feel a bit and just kind of allow myself to, like, especially with like going through a breakup, just like grieve a bit instead of like a lot of people. I think even though it's productive, I think a lot of people kind of just drown themselves in work and distract themselves with work and like, I mean, plenty of other distractions, right? I'm like, I think I'm at a good point now where like I'm able to do that healthily instead of just kind of like ignoring the noise, ignoring the feels and all that shit. I've done my feeling. Remu with a prime. Thank you very much, my friend. Could be sustained. Yeah, yeah, it definitely seems conflicting. Definitely feels conflicting. Got an impossible challenge for you. When you're writing notes, you can't read it out as you type. Well, I'm reading it to you guys, but I know that I sound special when I do that. Guys, Vesper's had a rough year. Can anyone give some subs to make it? Let's go, Remu. Appreciate that. It worked. Let's go. My guy, you're a slow cooker. You have the big meal. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You never actually lose. You know what is it? You never actually fail until you quit. I know that I'll be good. I know that like if you work hard, if you're a good person, and you take action, then the universe or whatever it is you believe in tends to repay people. He didn't hydrate when I sorry. It seems like you have a good balance between stoic thinking. Yeah, I've been interested in stoicism before. I've never actually like researched it or read any books on it. I think I like to think that I like to think that I'm pretty emotionally intelligent and self-aware. sometimes, but like that doesn't mean that like I still do things that I shouldn't do. I've believe me, Seb will tell you, I've made this breakup, and as anyone would, I've made this breakup harder for myself by doing things like in the moment that like acting out of emotion or whatever. But like that's we're only human, right? And like I know that I have a lot of people like to me it's I mean I don't blame people, of course. I think some people are just more susceptible to their emotions. But I think it's like quite a normal thing, right? That like when somebody breaks up with someone, they sort of like constantly text them and like beg for them back and try and like convince them to stay with them, right? That like I I feel like I'm quite good at seeing it from like an outside view and like almost like a third person view. I know that like that is the worst thing that I can do. Like if your actual regardless, the best thing that you can do is distance yourself. Like if someone distances themselves from you, they obviously don't see your value or your worth. So you're not going to convince them otherwise. If you do convince them otherwise, then it's going to go back to normal very, very quickly. So the best thing that you can do after like a breakup specifically is just distance yourself. Go, I mean, the term is no contact, right? And that will help you move on and make you feel better about it and move on with your life. But also, that is also your best chance at getting them back. If that is what you want, then that is also the best way of getting them back. So it's a win-win regardless, right? Go out to clubs with the guys and get hammered. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is distracting yourself, and you can't outrun your emotions. Lots of people when they face a breakup, and again I don't blame them. Lots of people go out with their friends, go get smashed, go and try and like crack on new girls or guys, whatever it is. Even like I mean like taking up hobbies and new hobbies and shit like that is a good. It's like a healthy distraction, but it's still a distraction. If you just fill your life and don't actually like grieve the loss of that person, and you just fill your life with all of these distractions, new people, for example, a lot of people jump into a rebound relationship. How often does that work out? Hardly ever, because it is a distraction, and like a lot of these people can't be alone, so they have to run off and jump into the next person without actually like working on themselves or anything like that. And eventually it always catches up to the person that is distracting themselves. So it's brutal, but you just have to sit with it. You have to sit with it, grieve, be sad about it. Some people get like angry about it depending on like what happened, what like the kind of person that you are, etc, etc. I think that is actually part of like the grieving process, but I mean I haven't got to that point and I don't think I will get to that point. But yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it, Matt. I mean, I enjoy talking about it, and I'm definitely at a point now where I'm obviously not, I'm not fully over it. Like, I'm not going to try and kid myself or anyone, but I definitely feel a lot more detached from it now. And it's still weird. Like, I still thought that that was my person for forever. And it's definitely weird to think that that person, I've never had a connection like that, and she's the same. It's weird to think that that person was like a part of like it was a growth part of my life. Like she was a lesson, not as in like in a bad way or anything like that, but it's weird to accept that she was a lesson and part of like my growth journey, as opposed to like my person that like I was going to spend the rest of my life with or whatever, because that's obviously how you think in a relationship, right? Best spam messaged me when I wasn't in stream for one day. Yeah, but that's how I learn from my mistakes. Doing the things to make the breakup harder in yourself is that's called being a human. Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, I don't blame myself for it. I think I've handled it pretty well. But the thing is like it's weird. You almost look for things that you know are going to hurt you, and then you get hurt, and then you have all of these ideas. Is it, what's rumination? I don't actually know like the definition of that word, but looking for the stuff that you think is going to give you like closure, or like you're almost looking to find out something so that you're not left like guessing, always makes you feel worse because you never actually find out like what it is that you think you want to know. You just find out like a little breadcrumb that feeds like your anxiety or whatever it is even more, and then you just feel even more shit, and then after that you're like, why the fuck did I just do that? And you'll do it again. You'll do it again. But eventually, like over time, and that's the worst thing as well. Like a lot of people, I mean, I don't know if I'm helping. I'm kind of, I kind of like speaking about it at the moment. But I'm also speaking about it like to help you guys if any of you are going through it. No contact is for you, and it's for you to move on. It's not like if you want that person back, it's not like a manipulation tactic to get them back. That might be a sub benefit. What's the word I'm looking for of it? That might happen, but you don't do that to hold on to them, because the longer you hold on to the idea of someone, the longer it's going to take for you to move on. And where I was going with that is, no contact isn't just about talking to that person. It's also like checking their social media and shit like that. Like, stop it. It's like a scab. Every time you pick it, it takes longer to heal. Brother Daniel with the Prime. Appreciate it. Just repeating the same thought loops over and over. It's like you think there's a problem to solve. Wait, are you saying it's a way to feel like you're in power? Yeah, exactly. And you've just got to accept it. It's the whole like let them theory, right? Like, yeah, if fucking like the idea of your ex, if they're like a recent ex, the idea of them moving on is like fucking gut wrenching. It's horrible. If they do move on quickly, that's not it says everything about them and nothing about you. That for the most part isn't going to work, and it shows that they can't be by themselves. They're not willing to sort of reflect on the relationship and grow as a person and learn from like their mistakes during the relationship. They're just jumping to someone else to fill the void and hope that that person can put up with the shit that they didn't work on after the relationship. Not gonna lie though, I do love and appreciate your transparency and the humanity. I mean, I just like it. It helps me to feel better about it, talking about it. It was definitely a point like after the breakup where it's like the only thing that I could think about and talk about, and like I still think about it a lot for sure. But I can feel myself getting over it, and I know that I will get over it, and I know that I'll find someone else that that is like better suited to me. But I'm also not looking for anything anytime soon. Majority of us know that true heartbreak is fucking hard. Yeah, it's fucking brutal. Heartbreak is one of the I think it's one of the worst experiences you can have as a human. like dead ass. It's like, it is grief. It is. I think it triggers like all the same feelings and responses that like losing a loved one like to death is like. But it's even weirder in a way, because your best mate, your best friend, and that person that like you used to tell everything to and look forward to telling everything to, blah blah blah, is like just down the road, but you're just not a part of their life anymore. It's so weird. Heartbreak is, and like breakups are fucking, yeah, they're brutal. But it's also, I think, one of the most pivotal moments in a person's life. I think it can be very transformative, and I haven't really dealt with true heartbreak before. I was with my ex-girlfriend before this one for like 6 years, and we were just like, it's all I knew. I got with her when I was like 19 maybe, and it's all I knew. We were just basically friends by the end of it, and I think we were both just too worried or too scared of hurting the other one's feelings, and we didn't want to end things. It didn't end the greatest. But like also, like it didn't end the greatest because she basically ended up cheating on me. Where? Somebody call the ambulance. But I don't really feel like I got cheated on. But that made things a lot easier because it gave me a reason. Like I had no choice. I just had to get over the breakup and like deal with it, like face on. Right, this is shit. This has happened. I'm now thinking of my ex shagging somebody else, like literally a week after the breakup. Brilliant, cheers. But that actually made things a lot easier to get over. I was gonna go somewhere with that. I can't remember. That's so sad. Any gifters? Yeah, no matter how much misery I put myself through, I'm glad I'm not someone who gets over people. Yeah, but that's the thing is people don't get over people immediately. They just suppress their feelings. Whether that's like... I think what you're saying there is like people that move on really quickly, but they don't get over the... obviously, like, if the relationship ends badly or whatever, but then some people do move on quite quickly. I feel like I got over my previous ex very quickly for how long it was, but it was already grieved during the relationship. We were just friends by the end of it, and like there was the cheating business that went on at the end, so I had reason to get over it. Getting over a heartbreak when nothing really went wrong per se, and you both still love and care for each other, that is a whole different kettle of fish. We're all good, Jake. We're all good. Don't you worry. What's up, Marnak? But yeah, people don't move on instantly. They might think that they have, but if like your ex or you see someone move straight into a new relationship straight after, yeah, fair enough. Like sometimes it does work out and those two get happily married and live happily ever after. But for the most part, it's just the person that has just come out of the relationship can't be by themselves. They need like the validation and comfort of being with somebody. They can't be alone. They're not willing to work on themselves and better themselves, and they don't want to deal with the emotions of the breakup, so they just latch onto somebody else that's gonna put up with their shit because it's all fresh and new. But then once the honeymoon phase is done, or this new person isn't as good as the old person and the grass isn't greener, that eventually the first breakup catches up with that person, and often it hits a lot harder. So the best thing to do is definitely is just like, yeah, it's shit, but deal with the emotions up front. What's up, Mo? Massa, hello. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, you can probably tell I do feel a lot better about it. It's still shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not rushing anything. I literally, like, other girls just do not interest me at the moment at all. Like, I'm just... There's obviously going to be part of me that's still looking for my ex in, like, new people if I was to date. So I'm just, like, not even entertaining that. I'm sorry to hear that, More. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully I can be a little escape for you, my friend. Try and make it better in any way that I can. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. I relate to a lot of what you're saying. In retrospect, you gain a lot of self-insight and suddenly reflect on things that seem so small, things you maybe didn't even think or acknowledge. I honestly still care a lot about the person I met 6 years ago. We recently started talking again and it feels great. I'm very on guard when speaking with her. I'm also at a point where I'm comfortable. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, you move on, right? And a lot of the times, like, after a breakup, you feel like it's a form of rejection, right? So you feel like you're questioning your self-value and like your self-worth and stuff like that. But if you just focus on yourself, work on yourself, grow as a person, level up in any way that you can, a lot of the time down the line, there's quite a few instances where exes come back and like try to resurface, and by that point you're so over it and you've worked on yourself massively that you're in a place where like you're not even interested in entertaining them anymore. Obviously, like the thing is, like I will always care about like Jess. And like you said, Matt, like if a breakup ends well, as weird as that sounds, I think and like you had like an amazing connection with that person. I think you'll always hold like a space in your heart for that person. Obviously, like if you get a new partner, then things get complicated. Like, I mean, I don't really think that you can be friends with an ex like while you've got a new partner. I don't think that's really fair on your new partner. But I mean, some people are secure enough and confident enough about it. But yeah, I learned a lot about myself as well from that relationship, like things that I can work on and things that I probably didn't realize. And yeah, like it's completely natural to still care about someone. But yeah, I would be on guard too, and I think that's probably the right thing to do. And like, just be friends if they're ready to take it to the next level, and they kind of come at you with like they've worked on themselves and they've taken accountability for what they've done, and they want something serious. Then you like obviously the ball is then in your court. But I think like when an ex comes back, you always have to like let them do the work. They're the ones that were willing to lose you, and they were the ones that made that decision for you guys to split. They were the ones that like, as extreme as it might be, they bet against you. I mean, it's brutal, but I think it is true. If somebody breaks up with you, they're betting against you that they can find somebody better for them, better suited, better status, whatever it is, and that they didn't really like believe in you. Obviously, like it depends on the breakup. Like if you're just not compatible, then like yeah, like completely fair enough. But yeah, they were willing to like basically tell you that their life is going to be better off without you. So you also need to have that self-respect to be like, okay, if you want to make that decision, if you want to make that mistake, then remember that when you come crawling back later. I closed mine after 7 years. Love died because life happened. Yeah, I mean, 7 years is a long time, and like that's I think what happened with my previous ex, not this one, but the one just before. 7 years is a long time, and going from 19 to what was that, like 26, you just outgrow people sometimes, and like that's no one's fault. You probably have outgrown each other. But we did all we can to fix shit. Yeah, and like if you're both willing to fix things, like that's what I've struggled with. And like that's why I've kind of realized that like although it feels weird to say, like I've realized that this is not my person. If you love someone enough, like obviously there's nuance and like factors to everything, but if you love someone enough, you will choose that person. Like especially if like nothing's really gone wrong. You will choose that. Like love is a choice. It's not. It's obviously a feeling, but I think like especially in this day and age, it's too easy to just like give up on love because like you open your phone and you've got unlimited options on there. So it's just like it's too easy. Like love is not just the cuddling, the kissing, the having that person to like confide in and look forward to talking to. Love is the whole spectrum. It's the arguments, it's the disagreements, the compromising, and I think a lot of people forget that. And as soon as it gets like a little bit difficult, people just give up and check out. Playing WoW and watching your streams helps a bit. Yeah, it's tough. More. I'm really sorry to hear that, my friend. Do things that try and try and do things that make you happy. I'm pretty open about my history. I find it funny though she doesn't know it, but she is the reason why I become so vulnerable and more accepting of things. So I thank her a lot. Yeah, I mean that's like, I saw someone say a minute ago. Is a new beta build at the end of the week or something? Because raid testing, I think raid testing's this week, isn't it? Just close yourself, analyze yourself, grow better, and you have more knowledge in what you want in a relationship. Yeah, and that's the thing with like accepting that it's like just it's a chapter of your life, and you will have learned and grown as a person, especially if you allow yourself. If you allow yourself to grow, and that means taking accountability and responsibility for things and actually reflecting on things, you will grow massively, and you will learn what you want from the next person, and like what to look out for, what you don't necessarily like in a partner, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, like all of this, like if it's meant to be bullshit, is bullshit. Like if you want to be with that person, you make it work, and you don't rely on like the universe or whatever it is that you believe in to bring you back together later. Like you're just not choosing that person at the end of the day, so it's clearly not meant to be. What was I was gonna say something. I can't remember. If it's the right person, then difficulties, conflicts are an opportunity to get closer. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, couples have arguments, completely normal, completely natural. But I think the biggest thing, like communication is the most important thing when it comes to a relationship, for sure. If you can't communicate with each other, that relationship is doomed to fail. And realizing, obviously in the moment, like when you might have done something to upset the other person, it's kind of hard to zoom out, especially for like some people compared to other people. But if you are willing to remember that it's you two versus the problem and not you versus the other person in the relationship, that I think that comes with like maturity and maybe age. I mean, I don't necessarily think the two are that correlated. I think a lot of relationships, it comes down to like who's going to win the argument, and that is not healthy. Like, I think to have a healthy relationship, you both need to be willing to take accountability and compromise, and ultimately you don't want to upset the other person, right? So if you've done something to upset the other person and you actually care and want to be with them, you like, obviously there's exceptions, but for the most part you will try and figure out a way to make them feel better about that situation. But first time in stream, any tips for someone who has issues picking a main? I always get influenced by the meta, but I have some clear playtime winners. Well, I feel like everybody has a certain amount of specs or classes that they know they don't want to play. So eliminate those, delete all of those characters, or maybe don't delete them, but make a note of the ones you're not going to play. Process of elimination is the best way. Some people just can't stick to a main. I'm similar. I've got a few videos on my YouTube that might help you. Pick something that you vibe with the class fancy. Pick a race that you think is cool, not just because it's the meta. Maybe you do just enjoy playing the meta spec. Like if you want to play the highest keys and you're mainly pugging, like unfortunately you might just have to pug. You might just have to play the meta, but yeah. Pick the class, not the spec, is another thing I would say. Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Ogre? Over the years, I've come up with core principles that I will never compromise: love, honesty, trust, communication, and respect. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, they're all very basic, like fundamentals, right? Like relationships don't really work without any of those. Once trust has been broken, I don't really believe that you can rebuild it. depends on what it is, of course. Everything depends, right? But a lot of the time with those things, like with the core principles that people hold themselves to and want in a partner, a lot of it you don't realize until it's too late, or you don't realize that the other person is lacking in something that you like desire or want until you're deep in it with feelings and emotions. And then a lot of people will just kind of like ignore the warning signs or the red flags, and they'll abandon themselves and their values because they just want to be with like that other person, right? I thought you were Hunter main. Maybe I'll go back to maybe I'll play survival in Midnight. Who knows? Yeah, if though you're not playing like the typically top content Danger, then you shouldn't give a shit about the meta. I mean, unless you enjoy being top of the damage meter. You might not necessarily enjoy a class, you might enjoy more so being top of the damage meter. What's up, Mad Blade? You about to ask me for a melee tier list? I'm not picking my main yet at all. No way. Okay, Soul Swipe. Wait, did I have more notes for Destro? I don't think I did, really, did I? But I enjoy having conversations like this. I don't even think that it's... I mean, it's obviously relevant to me right now, so I'm sure that probably is why. But... yeah, I do enjoy having these conversations. Yeah, I've done initial thoughts for Apex talents on the actual like gameplay orienting ones, not just like the boring extra damage nodes. Sometimes playing at spec means it's very easy to get groups, sometimes it means it's extremely hard to get a group. Racing WoW don't matter, I just play whatever I want. I'm 3.6, decent, not the best. Yeah. I think people underestimate how much race impacts the class that they're playing. I mean, at least I know it does for me. If I am playing like a Tauren Warlock, I'm never gonna fucking stick on that thing. Can't believe you're gonna main Holy Pally. Well, how the hell did you guess that? Right, what's changed with Demo then, gang? That's all the same. Thank you for putting a foot forward in regards to what we've talked about. I know a lot of men suppress their feelings rather than talking about it. Shows strength, vulnerability, and resilience. I appreciate it, Matt. Yeah, I think ultimately it comes down to just being like self-aware, and I'm very self-analytical, I guess. Honestly, sometimes to my own demise. A lot of the time to my own demise. But yeah, I think it's definitely more of a guy thing to... I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. A lot of people do suppress their emotions, though, especially like after breakups and stuff like that. People are just like scared of their own feelings, right? Implosion, 30-second cooldown. Implosion, now 30-second cooldown. I'm not sure how that could actually be fine. Not for everything. Wait, what are you referencing? I mean, I feel like I know what you're referencing. But yeah. I mean, everyone's human as well, right? Like, I've made mistakes post breakup that I wish I didn't, but yeah. can now play single target left side. Okay. Wait, so Implosion now 30-second cooldown on choice node with power siphon 2. I like the idea of choice node. Didn't really care for power siphon in M+. Okay, right. Summon Felguard. When your wild imps cast, they have a chance to instantly cast another Felfire Bolt. Are you airing me? You are. You see the new kick? No. Mental health and emotions are interesting to look at and analyze, especially when you're not afraid to explore. Yeah. I've noticed myself doing it as well. Like even stuff about like breakups, like videos where it's like maybe saying that like your partner might move on straight away. Like I'll skip it because I don't want to hear it. But like sometimes you almost need to hear shit like that to like. I think something that I struggle with is having like the self-respect to call it myself. I think I'm pretty. I don't think this is necessarily a good thing. I think I'm pretty ride or die, and I will stay and endure a lot of shit because I see like the potential. Maybe I feel like I can fix like the other person. Not that I'm perfect in any regard, but yeah. Not yet, Uber. No. Can't actually remember what I said that to, but if you got it, then what about this weekend? Now empowers one of the wild imps it summons, increasing the damage dealt. Dreadbite infects the target, dealing plague damage. Interesting. You made snickerdoodles. Wait, what's that, Red? First one grants you Felguard Aura. Oh, were you aura farming? Aura of Contempt increases the haste of friendly demons. Wait. So, what the hell? Whoa. Grimoire Felguard? Gone? Honestly, don't mind that. What have they done to my boy? What is it? L changes, Tick Dickler. Also empowers you while active, increasing your haste. Armor forged within Antorus. While summoning, your demonic tyrant now attacks with powerful melee attacks. Demonic tyrant now no longer ranged and attacks in melee. Huh. Oh, okay, it's at the bottom. Oh, okay, wait, I'll check that then. Cool Drake Stalkers cost 2 less shards? Wait. Holy shit. Dogs are now perma-free and instant cast. Very nice change. Hopefully makes Tyrant Windows more forgiving too. Wait, what's the imp changes? And they're linked with Vile Fiend. Also, summons a vile fiend for free. Holy. I don't know how I feel about the implosion cycling yet, but no imp extension on Tyrant. Wait, does it not extend any of your? Tyrant no longer extends duration of active demons. Tyrant only extends dogs. Vile Fiend 2. Demonic Strength gone. Gone. Honestly, fine with that. Felt clunky when Felguard was already Blade Storming. Getting a fat Tyrant. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I hear that. But the thing is, I think that's like just the running theme with Midnight, right? Is like a lot of pruning has pruned the fun as well. Because like what we find fun is the more min-maxy shit, right? Consumes demonic core, inflicts doom. Doom's AoE now? Hannah Gul'dan has a chance to summon an Eye of Gul'dan. That sounds pretty cool. Sears the soul of the target, dealing damage every 1 second. It's not that laggy for me. Vile Fiend 2. Oh, yeah, true. Grimoire Implord. Wait, that's... Grimoire Implord sounds fucking hog. Fel Ravager. What? Grimoire Implord and Fel Ravager. What the fuck is a Fel Ravager? The Grimoire Imp is huge. Sounds fucking pog. So thematic. You'll summon Vile Fiend. Oh, wait. Wait. Also summons a Vile Fiend for free. Holy. Vile Fiend equals Charhound. So sick. I feel like this has got potential. Summon Doomguard. 2-minute cooldown. What the fuck? Summon Doomguard now on a 2-min CD. Oh. But reduced in CD by consuming demonic core. Initial thoughts is Pact of Eridan was more fun. Getting procs of Doomguards. Don't really care for a second big CD, especially with all this pruning. Okay, right. Holy fuck, we've got some shit to do. Okay, summoning of Demonic Tyrant leaves open a portal to Argus. Apex Talent is Unreal server. Swapping the beta realms over for the pre-launch testing in an hour. Uh-oh. That's not good. Real. Summons a summoning portal with Tyrant. Wait, is this going to be... Is that going to be Mythic Plus? Summons a summoning portal with Tyrant. Spawning even more demons. Yeah, I did see that. Right. Yeah. Exactly that. Right. God, I've got like no abilities. So my Dreadstalkers are gonna... Oh wait, I need to go... Felguard. No way they used your side profile for the Imp Lord, that's fucked. Sorry? Look at the size of his nose. Bro could smell a roast dinner on a Wednesday. Right. Oh shit, they're instant cast, aren't they? Look at that Imp Lord. He looks sick. He looks so sick. What the hell? And what is it? Oh, okay, that's his Command Demon ability. Okay, this is looking unreal. Wait, have I thought I had a melee Tyrant. Oh, no, I don't have a melee Tyrant. Oh, it's optional. Okay. With talent. I come in... No. Seb was being nose-phobic. He was saying it was like my nose, Jolene. Tell him off. Corporate cannot tell the difference. Frick. Right, I need to run over here, don't I? That's what I need to do. Right, let's get the Fel Ravager then. See what this looks like. What's the cooldown on this? 2 minutes. Gross. I can't see the cooldown either because it's bloody Singe magic. Oh shit. Wait, what? Oh, it transforms into Singe magic. Wait, so Warlocks have 2 kicks? No. Crow, you just missed a classic, mate. Unlucky. Double kick Demo. Ain't no way. Hey mate, did you shag my girlfriend and my mum? Yep. You can call me daddy now. Right, let's see what this Fel Ravager is about then. Okay. Okay. I feel like I mean, he's just a big Felhound, isn't he? Like, I feel like he could have actually been a little bit cooler. He does still look pretty sick, I guess. But wait, so do I have... So I've got Axe Toss, which still interrupts, but then while this guy is on cooldown, I then have another interrupt. So Warlocks have 2 kicks now. Or Demo Warlocks have 2 kicks. What on earth? Damage meter doesn't work on beta right now. But look, I've got Axe Toss, and then also I've got Spell Lock. That's kind of wild. That seems like such a random change with all the pruning, no? Double kick or dispel and still a kick. That's so good. Warlock finally has utility. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Warlocks are happy about it. Yeah, it seems very random. Yeah, Axe Toss is still a thing. Yeah, they got rid of healer kicks. Yeah, but like having 2 kicks on one class or one spec, but also only having the kick when your cooldown is on cool. I don't know, that just seems odd to me. Guess what? Hey, bot. What's up, buddy? You about to tell me? You can't tell me that you're going to the Chester Arms, mate, because that's a touchy subject. Zebok on stream, on screen and stream, I guess. True. True. Your boy got a new job. Holy, big dub. Let's go, Crow. What does that mean for you? What are you doing now? Is it similar field? That means I can have your old job as well. Let's fucking go, bro. Set me up. Set me up. Basically 2 promos. Fuck me. What am I doing with my life? Good shit though, brother. I'm happy for you. Right, gang. I promise this wasn't planned, okay? But looks like beta servers are shutting down, ready for raid testing to be implemented. Maybe Mythic Plus to be implemented. I don't know. Ideally, it would be Mythic Plus, but we will see about all that, won't we? Level on Era. True. True. I have actually been doing that anyway. I'm a solid level 5 or level 6. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm not going to go play retail, and I ain't going to bore you all with Era either. So I'll jump off for the day. I'm going to go and edit up a load of gym content that I've been recording over this past week, and I'm going to start firing that out and recording much more, and yeah, really taking that seriously. Today I decided this week is the week where like I'm back on my feet and I'm locked in, and we're gonna make something for ourselves. Okay, so if you guys aren't following the Instagram, there's my new Instagram. I'd appreciate a follow on there. Show some support to your boy. Even if you're not necessarily interested in fitness content, but if you are, there is a lot of free fitness value specifically aimed at gamers as well. So if that's something you are interested in, you're starting on your fitness journey, or even want to start on your fitness journey, even without getting into the gym, there's plenty of tips on there. So go check that out. Drop me a follow over there. If you guys are interested in online fitness coaching to have someone hold you accountable to get you towards your goals, that is what I'm currently doing. So just drop me a DM over at Insta. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, whatever it is, I can help you get towards your goals. I've got a few clients from the stream already. That is going swimmingly so far. Really exciting. But yeah, W Stream, appreciate all the subs and the follows today. Muffin with the big 5 gifted. Peace out, gang. Have a good one, and go say what's up to Jake. There you go, cheap shot.